Thus, the big talking point right now, in fact, so to say, this hour is Balendra Shah. Who is he? Is he going to be Nepal's next leader? That's the big question everybody is asking right now. Who is he? He was born in 1990 in Kathmandu itself, as far as his education is concerned. He is an engineer from Kathmandu University, and as far as his post is concerned, he was elected as the Kathmandu mayor in the year 2022. What are his unique selling points? He's extremely popular among the youth, a point that was also being made by Akhilesh when he said that he's reached out to the Gen Z protesters, urged them to maintain calm and, in fact, peace and order. He's also known for his good urban planning as far as Kathmandu is concerned. He's also aiming to make Kathmandu a clean city, able to unite people behind him. That's the kind of power that he commands. I quickly go back to Akhilesh, who continues to stay with us. So Akhilesh, I'd like to bring in your inputs on Balendra as well, and what makes him, or rather what positions him so uniquely to be considered as far as for the post or for the role of an interim advisor in Nepal.
Okay, before I go into Balen Shah, who I have followed very closely, I don't want to deify any leaders, at a certain point in time. There's this human element to it. We all tend to do that and quickly vilify others,
Right.
At best, we are all gray creatures, neither black nor white. That said, the thing that has made him quickly popular among the young people is he doesn't have what others have, which is party. He is unique in that sense. And because he doesn't have party, he doesn't have that party patronage to sell to the crowd, And he doesn't have a contractor to sell a contract to get more parties or more karyakartas in his fold, And I don't know. I know a few people who are very close to him. He doesn't have any karyakartas per se, kind of party cadres to work with. Yeah?
So
he's also seen as generally educated, very clean, sometimes straightforward, so straightforward that the fellow politicians who he needs to take along don't get it. And he's seen that his constituency are not fellow politicians. He straight talk to the audience, which is on the ground, and social media. He's extremely popular on social media or his websites or his posts.
All right. So, Akhilesh, the point that you're also making is very important, because you're saying that he's seen as an independent person, not having any political affiliations. At a time, this entire movement is against the political elite, not just against the holy dispensation. Where does this leave the proponents of democracy, given that we've seen 14 governmental changes in 16 years in Nepal?
Oh, excellent point. This is why I say, as important as ground swells are for changes. For example, the parliament was last elected only 3 years ago, but there have been several government changes already, right? And the cabinets keep on changing in their colors, which means this one's coming in, this one's going out. I even, as closely as I may try, I lose track of some of the who's in the cabinet and which position does he hold, or is he still in the cabinet? Now, that being the case, in order for Nepal's democracy not get derailed, you need public acceptance in these extreme stressful situations. Nepal is currently going through extreme stress, as I would like to call it, And that means if we go too far and kind of centralize within authority, then there's a danger of derailment of the process rather than, a solidifying of the institutions, which are very crucial in the long run.
And so that's interesting that you talk about solidifying the faith in democracy, also respecting institutions, given that the chairperson of the electricity board was also fired very abruptly by KP Sharma Oli, and that also sort of had an impact on the youth, given the role that he had played during the entire load shedding crisis that had plagued Nepal. So take us through why the successive governments have in fact displayed this disrespect towards constitutional institutions, also resorted to corruption.
Okay, lovely. The answer is the same, may it be Deuba, may it be Prasanta, or may it be Oli, the multiple prime minister we've had most time since 1990, since the democracy was restored and monarchy was, how would I say, kind of like abolished, uh, abolished in 2008, but, put in the more kind of like cagey situation since 1990. These parties have been ruling the roost. And are people getting results? No. Are they frustrated deeply? Are people, a lot of people saying, okay, this is it, I will not see a
All
change in
right,
my life?
Akhilesh, I'm sorry to interrupt you there. I'll have to quickly take in some breaking inputs that have come in just